Hi friends, this is Bilal Khan back with the next video. Now let's move ahead and completing the settings fragment. So in this video we will display the logged in user info and we will also give a logout option. So let's start. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we will create a new XML layout file. Okay. So I will copy the same that we created, the fragment underscore settings underscore default.xml. So I will copy this, Control C, and I will paste it in the layout folder. And I will just rename it to, let's say, logged in. Okay. Then I will modify it a little, as this time we will display the logged in user image. So we need an ID for this image view. So let's put an ID here. Let's make it image view. Okay. So we have the image view where we will display the logged in user image. Then we will display the name of the logged in user. So let's change the size to, let's say we have 28 SP, and I will remove this font family. And for the text, for now let's make it my name, which is, obviously. Then we can also give some margin on the top, let's say 5 dp, and it looks fine. Okay. We can make the text bold as well. So you can do whatever you want with the design. So we have user image, username, and then we can also display the user email, but we do not need the sign in button this time. Okay, so I will remove this, copy the text view, paste it below, and let's write my email for now. Here we will display the logged in user email. Okay, so let's make it small. 18 SP is good, I think, and I will not make this thing bold. Okay, we also need IDs to these text views. So this is for username and this is for the email. Okay, so we have the text views and we have the image view. Okay, now we also need one more text view for the logout option. Okay, and for the logout I have a SVG icon, so I have to import that icon. So again, new vector asset, and here I will choose the logout SVG. This is the logout icon that I'm going to use. Okay, so let's import this thing. Now I will create one more text view here at the bottom, and this is for logout. Okay, let's name it logout, and I will create a string resource for this. So we have the logout option. Now we can make it a little bigger and bold. And we can also give some margin at the top. Let's say 25 dp. This is enough, I guess. We need only margin top. Okay. Oops, we already have a margin top here. So let's make it 25 dp. Okay. So we have the text view, or you can say button, for logout. Now we can define a tribal left here. That's it. So we have our logout option, the username and the email and the image view. Okay, so here we will display the user information. Now come back to your settings fragment, and here if the get current user is null, that means we will display the default UI that we need to display when the user is not logged in. But if the user is logged in, we will return the logged in UI. Okay, so if the user is logged in, we will see this UI in our fragment. Okay, Now, if the user is logged in, that means we will come inside this if, and inside this if we will display the user information. Okay, so we will define the text views. So we have text view name equals to view. We will use this view object for find view by id. Find view by id r.id.text view name. Okay, then we have text view email. So we have text view name and text view email. We also have a image view for displaying the user image. So we have image view, view.find view by id r.id.image view. Okay, so we have image view, text view name and text view email. We also have the text view for logout. Okay, and for this we just need to attach the click listener. Okay, so we do not need a view object. We can simply attach the click listener with find view by id. Okay, so we have r.id.text view logout dot set on click listener, and we have the click listener. Now we need to display the user information in these views. Okay, so for loading the image into this image view, we can use glide, which we already added in our project. So we will write glide dot width, and for the context we can pass get activity, and then we will load the user image. Now user is already logged in, and we can access the profile image that is set for the user's Google account. Okay, so to get the image URL, we can write firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user dot get photo URL, and this will give us the URL. Okay, and we can convert it to a string. Then we will load this URL's image into the image view. Okay, that's it. Now for the text view name, we can simply set the text using firebase auth dot get instance dot get current user dot get display name. Or instead of writing all these things everywhere, we can get the user object. Okay, so I will cut this thing and I will create a firebase user object, and we will get the user using this method. Okay, now here we can simply write user, that's it, and here we can write user, and the same way we can display the email. Okay, so we have the user info displayed. Now for logout, we can use the auth object. So for performing the logout, we can write the code inside this onClick method. Okay, and here we can simply write firebase auth dot get instance dot sign out. Okay, and this will log the user out. But we also need to call sign out from this Google sign in client. Okay, so we will write mGoogle sign in client dot sign out. Now after signing out, we will display this default settings fragment again. Okay, so what we need to do is we just need to reload the fragment, and to do this we can simply write get activity dot get support fragment manager dot begin transaction. Okay, and here we can replace r.id. We will give the id of the content area, and we will replace it with the same fragment, the settings fragment. Okay, so we will pass the settings fragment object. That's it. Now this time the user is logged out, and when it will reload the fragment again, this condition will become true, and it will display the default settings fragment. Okay, and the same thing we need to do when the user is successfully logged in, which is here. So instead of displaying a toast here, I will copy the same thing. So copy this thing and paste it here. Yeah, that's it. So it should work. So let me show you it is working. Oops, remember last time we changed this to the signing report. Okay, if we want to run the application, we need to change it to the app again. Okay, so let's run it. So we have our application here. Now let's go to the settings fragment, and you can see my information is displayed right now. And I guess we need to increase the width of this email as it is not looking good now. So let me do it. Okay, it is actually not looking good, so I have to do it. We have it inside logged in. Okay, so I will make it, let's say 40. Or what you can do is you can make the width to match parent. Okay, or let's leave it for now. Okay, I just changed the size. Now let's run it again. So we have the information of the user in the settings fragment. Now if I will log out, yep, we are seeing the sign in screen, but it is not working when we clicked on the logout button. Okay, let me see what is the problem. So it is not working because this line is getting called when the sign out process is not finished. Okay, so we need to wait for the sign out to finish and then we will reload the fragment. Okay, so the first solution is we can simply attach an on complete listener to this sign out method. Okay, and when the sign out is complete, we can uh, reload the fragment. And one thing is also missing here, we need to commit the changes, okay, to reload the fragment. So the commit method is required, and I guess this is missing below as well as we copy pasted. Okay, so commit is missing here as well. Yeah, that's it. So now it should work. So let me show you it is working. Go to settings. We are currently logged in. So log out, and we are seeing the login fragment. Okay, now let's sign in again. Select an account, and we have the user profile information. Okay, so it is working. So that is all for this video, friends. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please support me by sharing this video. If you did not, then please tell me what I should do to improve. Thank you guys. This is Bilal Khan signing off.